President Obama's historic visit was highlighted today by a meeting with Cuba's President Castro today in Havana. The two leaders talked about issues from the half-century-old U.S. trade embargo to the lingering human rights issues. CBS 2's Jessica Schneider has the story.
Pageantry and celebration as President Obama marked his first full day in Cuba. But by mid-afternoon, the pleasantries were pushed aside when Cuban President Raul Castro appeared in a rare news conference and seemed to get angry when a CNN reporter asked why the Cuban government cracks down on and imprisons political dissidents.
Give me a list of the political prisoners and I will release them immediately. Just mention a list. If we have those political prisoners, they will really be released before tonight ends.
Human rights issues are at the forefront during President Obama's visit, the first by a U.S. president in 88 years. As Obama prepared to land in Havana Sunday, dozens of protesters marching in the streets were arrested. Obama is calling upon Castro's government to allow greater freedoms.
The goal of the human rights dialogue is not for the United States to dictate to Cuba how they should govern themselves, but to make sure that we are having a frank and candid conversation around this issue.
President Castro defended his government, saying it places an emphasis on a different kind of human rights, like free health care and universal educational opportunities. He is also pushing the U.S. government to lift economic restrictions on Cuba, something that can only be done by Congress.
The blockade stands as the most important obstacle to our economic development and the well-being of the Cuban people.
President Obama will be meeting with political dissidents before he leaves Cuba on Tuesday. Jessica Schneider, CBS 2 News.
And Cuban Americans in our area had mixed reactions to President Obama's visit.
I think it's a disgrace, I think, for democracy around the world.
I'm excited and hoping for the best. They need everything. They have nothing over there, nothing.
All the suffering that Cuba has passed in these past years, I don't think he was supposed to go to Cuba. I don't agree with that.
Critics say Cuba's arrest of protesters just hours before Mr. Obama arrived proves the Castro regime will not give freedom to the Cuban people. And the CBS Evening News with Scott Pelley will have much more tonight at 6:30.